Hey guys, this is Comics G-Man. I didn't want to go today without making a video at all. So I wanted to talk about this movie, Teen Titans versus the Justice League, and why I loved it so much. It won't be a super mega detailed video, but I just wanted to put this out there. I enjoy really most of the DC animated movies, and it's really hard to say that there's a movie that I really don't like. You know what I mean? And this is just another example of an animated DC movie that just hits in all of the right spots. So from the last movie that we talked about, Justice League Apocalypse, where I was having those, I guess, debates with the Snyder Bros. They wouldn't answer my questions. They were kind of snooty with me. Well, one of them was. The other guy was fine. But one of my favorite parts, actually, of Apocalypse was the whole dynamic between Damian and Raven. I thought that movie did a really good job with that. Like, I was like, damn, dude, like, I'm really feeling the love between Raven and Damian. They got a lot in common between Raven's father being Trigon and Damian's father being Bruce, but, I mean, he's not the bad guy. It's his grandfather being Ra's al Ghul. So both villains, you know, for those of you who are not familiar with these villains or DC fans, Ra's al Ghul is Batman's father-in-law, technically, because he married Raz's daughter, Talia al Ghul. Ra's al Ghul wants to rule the world, and he's immortal pretty much. He always comes back through something called the Lazarus Pit. So the point is, he has a vision of the world. He wants Damian to be evil with him. Raven's father, Trigon, is basically like Satan, but just some like evil fucking god from another dimension, and he just wants to destroy everything that's good. But what Apocalypse did great was Damian and Raven's relationship between this movie now and Apocalypse. And actually, I watched this in the wrong order. This came out in 2016. Apocalypse, I believe, came out in 2019. So this was more where they were starting to fall for each other in this movie, Damian and Raven. And then Apocalypse is kind of like that final, like they're in love, and after everything they go through. But it's like, besides the love dynamics between Damian and Raven, which in my opinion, I think it's great. I'm sure there's a lot of people who don't like this dynamic, but I think it's awesome the way they do it, at least in the animated TV movies here. And I think this movie specifically, Justice League versus Teen Titans, I think it does an amazing job for the Teen Titans. It does a really good job showing you Starfire, Beast Boy, Blue Beetle is in it at this point of the universe here. Raven comes in, and no one actually knows about Trigon yet. They don't know that Raven's father is a fucking demonic god that wants to destroy everything, so they just took her in at this point. And even Damian is talking to Starfire at one point in this show, and he's like, wait a minute, you don't know anything about Raven? You didn't do a background check on her? And Starfire's like, well, we don't know a lot about each other, but that's not the point of the Teen Titans. It's to give those of us who don't have a home, you know, that kind of stuff. Damian starts off as a dick, a spoiled brat. He has this crazy awesome fight with Blue Beetle in the beginning in the training room. And like, Blue Beetle literally kills Damian, right? And Raven brings Damian back to life. He kills Damian because, on accident, Damian is like fucking with Blue Beetle at one point. And Jaime is like, dude, you know, I don't even have control of the Blue Beetle, really. Not really. So stop fucking with it, all right, man? I can't fully control this thing. This is serious shit. And Damian is like being a punk, and he gets Blue Beetle like crazy, man. I'm trying to find the fight scene. I'm trying to find it here. I think this is when they're just arguing with each other. Right, then all right, so this is where they're fighting each other. And this is a really awesome, like, fight between Damian and Blue Beetle. I thought this was a really well animated scene. Now, of course, not like the best thing ever, but like, I was like, I couldn't get my eyes off of it. I was working out while I was watching this movie because I got a speaker where I work out, and I hook up my tablet and I put on a DC movie or something while I'm working out, because my workouts are pretty long. I do like an hour and a half I actually have to catch up on it. I got to do it either today or tomorrow. I fell behind a little bit this week. But anyway, the animated movies to me, especially if you're a super DC fan, and I know there are probably a lot of DC fans who are like, no, dude, you just got bad taste. You're a fucking moron. Fine. Call me a moron. But to me, the animated shows are just like a nice slice of pie from the comics. You know, like it's not the comics, but it takes the stuff that makes the comics that I like about the comics, and they put the good stuff in the animated movies, in my opinion. And I think they do a really good job with this. I think they do a great job with it. So anyway, let me just go skip around here. I said I was going to try not to be too detailed about this. So Trigon is taking over the world he first infected Superman. He possesses Superman in the beginning of the movie. And in this, Superman's not dating Lois. He's actually with Wonder Woman, which is pretty cool. That was a nice little twist that they put in here. And here's just Damian talking to Starfire about why aren't you back checking these things. Starfire's like, I need to do something more for these kids. Maybe stop treating them like superheroes right now and have fun. And they go to like a carnival to let loose a little bit. Damian does like these, competes against Beast Boy at a dance off. And believe it or not, dude, I was fucking laughing at this scene. Not laughing. Like it was like, damn, dude, this animation is pretty funny. And it was just really funny to see Beast Boy and Damian dancing it up and trying to beat each other. So that was pretty funny. So the best part about this movie is, and there's a funny part where the Teen Titans come together to help Raven fight off Trigon's demons. And they show them like getting in their costume, no joke. And they go like full on Sailor Moon in this movie, dude. Like when Starfire puts on her uniform, it's like Sailor Moon. Like they're showing her ass and her tits, but it's like getting the clothes on. You guys know what I'm talking about with Sailor Moon. But yeah, anyway, so they get more into Raven's history here, and she tells them about, is it Azeroth, I believe? The planet Azeroth. So her mother basically had sex with the devil during a sexual, a satanic ritual. And then she had sex with the demon that they summoned, and the demon gave the demon that she had sex with, it made her pregnant. And then we have Raven, the daughter of the Satan, right? Basically the daughter of Trigon. And she explains how they brought her to Azeroth. I'm trying to get that scene here. And this was a really awesome scene. Hold on, I'm trying to find it here. I think I just passed it. Why can't I find it? Oh, here it is. Here it is. So this is the planet of like these peaceful people that took Raven and her mother in to protect them from Trigon and being, captured by Trigon. And they live in peace for a while. But Raven, when she was a child, wanted to know more about her father, and she ends up fucking summoning him through the gate of Azeroth. And Trigon fucking destroys everything. I mean, he goes full on Hiroshima on Azeroth. He kills her mother. He kills all the people that took them in. It was amazing, dude. Like, this was great. I loved what they did with Raven here. This would have been a way better story in the Titans TV show than what they did with Raven. I just thought that was really cool. So I'm not going to go over everything because I'm just trying to say that the highlights of this movie was Damian, the Titans. Raven is amazing in this. I love Raven. And, here's just like, I have I'm collecting like the newer Teen Titan run that's going on right now. New Titans by, it started off with Tom Taylor. Now it's another writer. I haven't actually read like the newest stories yet. I have them now. Like these variants that I got, right? Like here's number 34. Here's a cool Raven. Let me put the light on here. Hold on. Here's a cool Raven variant, right? Kind of like a graffiti art of Raven. And here's just like a basic one, but this is a pretty cool variant too of Raven right here. So like, I love Raven, dude. Raven is so cool. And I'm a sucker for the color purple. So that's probably another reason why I loved Raven ever since I was a child. When I liked the Teen Titans as a kid, I used to watch the Teen Titans. I was a sucker for Starfire and a sucker for Raven, even as a kid. And it's the purple color, dude. The purple color triggers something in me. It's like I'm programmed to like purple, you know? So I like Jimi Hendrix, Purple Haze, that kind of shit. So yeah, dude, like Raven is the highlight of Justice League versus Teen Titans. And I believe that this movie did the Teen Titans justice. I think it's a great movie. Now, of course, it's not like the comics, you know what I mean? It's not as detailed and as epic as like the Marv Wolfman runs, or, you know, you go down the list, or their appearances in many things. But for an animated DC movie, I enjoyed the fuck out of this, and I see myself rewatching this multiple times in my lifetime. And also, it had a great soundtrack. It had a great soundtrack, great music, really good voice acting. I mean, excellent voice acting. You know how I was criticizing X-Men 97? Now, yeah, you can use the excuse that 97 is using the old voice actors from the 1990s, so they don't sound as good anymore because they're older. But you could have had even the other voice actors in that show are terrible. The writing is terrible. The writing in here is fantastic. The character development is amazing. And it just feels right. Everything here feels right. The beats add up and it works for me. So it has a nice ending. Raven at first says that she has to stay in hell to watch over Trigon. And Damian makes a Robert Frost quote. He says, a home is where people have to take you in. That's a home. And then she comes with them. And that's where she puts the diamond, the emerald or the thing on her head. You know, Raven has that like red diamond thing or gem on her forehead. Well, this is like showing you the origin of that. So that's really cool. They cover everything in this movie. I think they do a really good job fitting in as much lore as they can in one movie without overdoing it and without being too much exposition like X-Men 97. It has the right amount of action, the right amount of dialogue, the right amount of development, and just the right amount of lore to make a good animated movie. All right, guys, so I don't think I'm going to be making any other videos today. Also, on other news fronts, I'm going to see Spider-Man Brand New Day with a good friend from work this Friday. He got tickets, 2 opening tickets, and we got some good middle seats on D row. So we're going to see Brand New Day on Friday, and hopefully I could talk about it with you guys on YouTube, tell you my thoughts on it. And also, last night, I did watch Obsession for the first time. Everybody at work has been telling me to watch it. And let me tell you one thing about Obsession. I was skeptical about it at first because I always feel that super hyped movies are usually not that good. But I'm going to have to say Obsession deserves the praise that it's been getting. It's a fucking good horror movie. And I'll make a video about that one day. But today, I want to use the time to catch up on my comics. Oh, you know what? I will watch My Adventures of Superman, the newest episode, and see what the hell they're doing. So maybe I'll make at least one more video tonight on that. But I got a couple of days off. So honestly, I'm probably going to be doing more reading and catching up on my backlog of comics. And maybe I might even talk more about the Zendaya stuff for one of my subscribers this week. But nonetheless, guys, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Talk in the comments. Tell me what you think. Like and subscribe. Have a good rest of your day.